welcome back to Nelly Creek. Today I'm in the Kubota. We're just gonna go down, fetch the little red tractor. We've got to bring that up to the top shed because today we're working on the header. So we're gonna get it all fixed up for our neighbour who's gonna be buying it. Because, well, we're going to be doing some header maintenance today, which is going to be exciting. Alright. So what you saw there in the time lapse was my dad and also his cousin Daniel, who's coming to help us fix the header. They're going to do some stuff with the oxy torch, trying to get that bearing off. So in the meantime, I'll just go do something else for a bit. When they need me, I'll come back. So while the guys are doing that up there, I'll give a few updates and stuff on what we're doing. Well, while I go to fill up Dad's water bottle, you guys, I'll see you up at the Nelly tree. Right, so we're just climbing one of the farm track roads up here to a little spot I like to call the Nelly tree, which you have seen in the Nelly Creek progress update video of the farm sim map. And it's that tree just up here. I consider this tree to be somewhat sacred because, well, I consider this to be one of my favourite spots on the farm, apart from Peter Paddock, because, well, a lot of memories up here. There's the island that I used to drive the loader up to with Dad. We're flamtails and stuff after mulesing, when we did mules. Don't do that anymore. And, well, of course, a little bit dry out now compared to how it was last August. And there it is, the Nelly tree, in all its glory. It's the only tree, in fact, as a matter of fact, that keeps its full-on dark green leaves around this time of year. And all the others, they start to shed it away. That's probably not true, apart from there's gum trees back there, but I consider this to be somewhat special. You can see that it's mostly all yellow and stuff around here, but yeah. Now I have been told the ute needs a 30-minute run in, so I'll just keep it idling. There it is. There's the tracks from last time. Alright. Pull up here and then stop. We're gonna have to keep the ute idling because we got 24 minutes till I can turn it off again. And this is the very shot that I did that transitioned into farm sim. Alright. There was a little sneak peek of that in the farm sim map there. Of course, I haven't exactly done this paddock in terms of field definitions yet, but, well, beautiful sight no matter what time of year it is. Of course, this used to be all green as far as the eye could see back in August last month, and, well, because it's dead dry, bone dry, not necessarily a good shot for making a tribute video to the farm before I'll have to explain that in a bit. This, just to be aware, this is the spot, this is the location where I'm going to be doing more of like the welcome to Nelly Creek farm type things. Yeah, and this is where we're going to be making all the important announcements and stuff too. And well, of course, this is the spot where I like to come up with the Ford to work on book stuff. For those who don't know, I am working on a novel. Most of the other boys that I know in real life, they keep asking about it left, right and centre at school. So well, let's just say it's coming along, don't worry about it. And yeah, so you might be wondering, Johnny Man, why have you done face reveal? Well, that's a very simple answer. A lot of people asked me, they kept asking and asking and asking, when am I doing a face reveal? When am I doing a face reveal? And a few others have told me many times in real life that oh, I could see your face in such and such video, and I could see your face in other such and such video. Well, my face is in this video and the previous video, which is at the time of recording this, going to be going live 4 PM Australian Western Standard Time. Yeah, and that will be the face reveal video type thing. This is going to be a regular thing from now on. Now, we'll just do a little bit of a walk around here. Excuse the Ford in the background, but well, today specifically, I've got a big announcement to make. And well, it's bittersweet news. I mentioned this in the last video, but Nelly Creek, and its real name, Mugga Wugga, has been sold. Bombshell. And before you go starting writing in the comment section below, oh no, why have you sold Nelly Creek? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Stop it. We're doing it for a reason. This is not the end of TJM farming, and this is not the end of Nelly Creek. I've mentioned it in past videos time and time again, hinting at it. In all honesty, it's not the banks that have forced us off the farm. We're choosing to leave. We're not giving up farming. We are not giving up farming. Now, I have to tell you this now. Nelly Creek, as of the 28th of September, has been sold. Has been sold. The actual name of the farm is not Nelly Creek. I have to put that out right now. But it has been sold, and it is sold to a person that will give it the love and respect and the care that it deserves. Because they've got the support. We never got that support. Had we gotten the support, we would have been able to do a whole bunch of things. We would have been able to upgrade roads. We would have been able to refinate the place, because you can quite clearly see there's quite a lot of rocks around here. If farmers don't get the support, then they will not be able to grow food. Now think about this. We don't need dollar handouts. But all Australian farmers and farmers all over the world, they need support. They need support behind them. They need respect. They need to know that people are there to support them. Because if the support is not there, and that's how farms get sold. Nelly Creek has been sold, but we've still got a crop to take off. Of course, the goats have pretty much failed, except for the stuff over in field number 9 over there. And then we've got our wheat and we've got our barley to still take off, which is why we're fixing up the header. because that header's been sold, the Gleaner's been sold, but we are going to keep farming. We're just going to relocate. We're not giving up, and we're not moving to the city. And I'll make a promise to that. My point being is that the two major reasons why we're selling the farm, 3 major reasons. One being the lack of the rain, because having broadacre operation with sheep and crop, we rely on the rain. If the rain doesn't come, we can't grow a crop. Reason number 2 is because of the shallow rock in some of our paddocks. Now, a lot of people have told me that it's just rock, and to that I say, we're rock farmers. No, gravel can grow pretty good crop. Should it be refinated, it can be done. And well, and the third reason was 6 years ago, as of November this year, Dad had an accident, really bad one at that, and he couldn't manage the place on his own. Now, because I have to go away for an education, because the education out here is absolutely not good, not up to proper standards that the cities have. Well, he just can't really take it anymore, because quartz gravel country, it breaks machinery. Like, if you look over there in the yard, you can faintly see a whole bunch of air seeder bars sitting there, and a whole bunch of air seeder tanks sitting there. That's because they've all broken on this farm. Well, the more you know, really. We're moving on. We're relocating. We are relocating to a better farming area, and we're taking you guys with us. We're taking you guys on this venture. We'll still be on Nelly Creek until February next year. And that gives us enough time to, well, do business as usual. We've got harvest to prepare for. We've got tractors to get ready for harvest. We've got the crop to take off. Sheep that we don't want that we will sell. And we've got hay bales to basically give away. And the following clip is for those specific people that have asked us time and time again, will you be selling all your gear? Roll the clip. Come on down to the crazy tomorrow downsizing sale, where we've got deals galore. The following items are not for sale. This 2020 Gold Acres 5028 Prairie Pro 28 meter boom tag-along sprayer is not for sale. This 2001 John Deere 7810 front wheel assist tractor is not for sale. That 8760 is not for sale. The Massey, probably for sale. The Ford is not for sale. This custom built Pat McMurray 45-foot seat storm air seeder bar is not for sale. This hydraulic driven True Fab 25-ton Grand King Chaser bin painted in John Deere colours is not for sale, because we need it for harvest. However, I'll tell you what is for sale. All of these hay bales, they are surplus. It's good quality hay that we probably won't be using. Look at that colour. All these hay bales must go $5 a bale. All subscribers can come and get yourself a bale for $5. It's good quality hay. As you can quite clearly see here, is very good quality hay. Yes, it may be grey, but it is still edible hay. All of this must go. $5 a bale. All funds from this hay goes to a good cause. And yeah. And remember, remember, all of this must go, so buy for an extremely cheap price of it's not for sale. Authorised by the Johnny Man for Nelmara Farming Limited. All that gear that I mentioned in that one clip, which being the chase bin, the custom 45-foot Pat McMurray bar, the PMM bar, which I've shown off in one video, and you've seen it be built in the background of several other videos beforehand. All that's coming with us. We're not selling it. The chase bin, we need that for harvest. We're taking that with us. And of course, we haven't found a place yet. But we will find one. We are going to look at some farms in the next coming days. And yeah, and to be sure, there will be some special videos to send off Nelly Creek with, which I'll be filming in the next couple of days, give or take. And that will all be, I'll be doing a documentary on the Uncle Ken truck, because that deserves one, being our family truck. I'll be doing music videos up here at the Nelly Tree with my instrument, which I'll show off in the next couple of videos. And yeah, alright, with that said, let's get back to work and see how the boys are getting on. Alright, so a little bit of a progress update. We managed to get the well, Dad and Daniel over here managed to get the centre part of the header front over here, the centre part of the draper front, where it usually sucks it all in. Dad's just been showing me this bearing, which was the one that nearly set the whole header on fire last year.
I don't know whether that's going to be any good, but we'll try.
It's got this part moving.
Still tight. That other end was bloody perfect, though.
How can I get in? No, you went longer. Yeah?
All that in there. That's what sparks header fires. And now for the part of the video where I go over why we hate the Gleaner. So this header, many times in the past I have mentioned that this is a 2004 Gleaner R75. It's a piece of shit. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. Is what I would say if I was incredibly lazy during editing. No, we're going to go into in-depth why I really don't like this header. For starters, let's start with the back of the header. It's got this really weird fan thing which is offset on the left-hand side. It's got this engine bay which you have to lift the bloomin' roof, which is incredibly difficult to do. And not even that, but in order to work on the bloomin' thing underneath here, in order to do that properly without hitting your head, you have to open the pipe out, which, by the way, is a very awkward sort of pipe for a combine of this sort of era, where you have to fold the pipe out in order to lift the doors in order to go in under here. It's time consuming. And that's just the header part itself. Now we get to the real reason why we really hate the Gleaner. The header front is bent. And that's the reason why we're fixing it now, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that's broken on the header front. All in all, if I had to rate this header out of 5, it'd be 0.5. Thanks for watching. No, but in all seriousness, we have used this header for quite a number of years. It's been a lemon. That's the reason why we're finally getting rid of it and getting something better. Well.
Wait, hi.
Well, that's if the John Deere runs all right, isn't it, Dad?
Yeah.
Well, it may not be a class, because I know you want a class, but
No, well, we don't grow good enough crops for a class.
True that. Here's a tip of advice. Daniel's tip of advice for the day. make sure to sand all this rust and stuff off where the bearing slides on, because if you have to tap the bearing on, you're gonna have a real tough time getting it off again. Is that right?
Yep.
Yep, that's right.
Flare out and widen the end of the shaft, and you won't get the bearing on.
There you go.
And
Learn
that's why
something
we
new.
use what we call a drift, which is any bit of scrap metal to go in between the tooth. So it then transfers the shock all the way through. If you hit that direct with a hammer, it will end up like that. See that?
Yep.
So if you're hitting that, how are you going to get the bearing off if you've got a horrible flare on the end there like that? So that's why you saw us using that, not hitting that direct with a hammer.
There you go.
Why you got this far apart, why wouldn't you?
I'll undo that chain on the other side and then we can spin it.
Alright, now to do one last thing before I head home for today. Ring-a-ding-ding! Come on, Chooks, scrap bucket time. Alright, that's all from me, Chooks. Alright, that's all I've got for you guys today. See you next time.